Alright, let's show user. User is Scott. Let me set wrap off, set lines 100, set pages 100. Clear screen. Alright, so let's do select star from EMP. This is our employees table, and let's describe EMP. So we know how to select individual columns, and we know how to select all columns. This table has 14 rows. So now let's talk about the where clause. The purpose of the where clause is to restrict data. So you're going to see less data based on what you're looking for. So let's say you want to see everybody's name and salary. So that's easy. Select ename, sal from EMP. Very easy. Now let's say you want to look at the description of the table and you say give me everybody's name, job, and salary. That's also easy. Select ename, job, sal from EMP. Alright, you with me now? This is very simple. Ename, job, sal. So Smith is a clerk and he makes 800. Ename, job, sal from EMP. Alright? Now what we're going to do is introduce the where clause. If you describe EMP, let's say we want the name, the job, and the salary, but of only the clerks. This is how you're going to do it. Select ename, job, sal from EMP, where job equals quotes clerk. So pay attention to the output. We said we want the name, job, salary from EMP. Now when we did that earlier, if I hit up on the keyboard, we got 14 rows. And we have salesmen, managers, analysts, presidents, everybody. But on the previous select statement, we specified where job equals clerk. So SQL, what it did was it went into the Oracle database and it found only those that have a job of clerk, and it gave us their output. And what output did it give us? It gave us the names, the jobs, and the salaries, because that's all we selected. Alright, so let's clear screen. Let's do select star from EMP. Let's say we want to see the names, the jobs, and the salaries. So select ename, job, sal from EMP. But this time, 14 rows of course, this time let's say we want the names, the jobs, of the salaries, but only of the salesmen. That's very simple. You could describe EMP just to see the actual column names. We're going to do ename, job, sal. Select ename, job, sal from EMP, where job equals salesman. Enter. Same exact thing. We're only going to get the columns that we asked for, which were ename, job, and sal. Ename, job, and sal. But we're only going to get the results wherever job equals salesman. And you know why? Because that's the where clause. The purpose of the where clause is to restrict the data in the output. It restricts it based on whatever you choose. So let's play around with this even some more. Select star from EMP. Let's look at the entire table. Now, as you can see, this is a 14-row table. So you can eyeball things pretty simple. But what happens if you're working at a company that has a table that has 1,000,000 rows? You can't just see things as easy as we can see them. Here I can see we have 4 clerks. Clerk, 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 clerk. But like I said, this is only a 14-row table. Now, what if I said, show me the names and salaries of everybody who works in Department 10? Now, since it's a 14-row table, I can kind of see it with my eyes. But like I said, if this is a gigantic table, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So let's clear screen. Select ename, job, sal from EMP, where department number equals 10. Now we have the name, the job, the salary. Now this is a little tricky here. The first thing I want to say is notice the numbers are not in quotes. When we had the other previous statement where we said salesman or clerk, notice the word clerk was in quotes. In quotes. Notice anytime you have letters, they have to be in single quotes. When it's numbers, you can just have the number. That's the first thing I want you to see. That department number equals 10 was not in quotes. The second thing I want to talk about is whatever column you're referencing in your where clause, it's a good habit to put that column in the syntax so you can actually see the department number. All right. For example, let's clear screen. Describe EMP. Select star from EMP. Let's say I want you to show me the names and the salaries of the salesmen. The names and the salaries of the salesman. That's ename, comma, salaries from EMP, where job equals salesman. Like that was requested. As requested, you got the names and the salaries of the salesman. But there's no real salesman column here, so you can't really prove that this is exactly what you were looking for. All you see here is a 4-row table with Alan making $1,600. You don't know what that means. That's why I was saying whatever you specify, whatever condition, whatever column you're using in the where clause, it's a good idea to put it in the select statement. So if I say give me all the names and the salaries of the salesman, instead of just saying ename and sal, why not put ename, sal, comma, and job from EMP, where job equals salesman. Now this makes a little bit more sense because now we see names and salaries, but there's proof that they're salesmen. All right, so that's the where clause. Select column, column, column from table where and whatever condition you're looking for. All right, so let's clear the screen. Let's select star from EMP. All right, now let's select everybody who works in Department 30. But instead of specifying individual columns, let's just do select star, meaning let's just take all the columns, not just the name, not just the job and salary, or not just the name and the hire date. Select star. Give me all the columns. Show me everything about all the people who work in Department, let's say 30. All right, so that's pretty simple. So it's going to be select star from EMP where department number equals 30. 6 rows selected. So 6 people work in Department 30. We have a salesman, a manager, and a clerk. So I hope this is making sense. You can use select star. You can use the where clause with select star, or you can use the where clause with just 1 or 2 columns. So if I clear screen, describe EMP, I can do select ename, comma, sal from EMP where department number equals 10, for example, equals 10. We're still going to get only those who work in Department 10, but we're only going to see the name and the salary, and sometimes that's not enough information. It would be nice to see the job description or the department number to prove that they're in Department 10, because as I said, whatever you use in the where clause, it's good practice to put that column in the syntax so you can see Department ID 10 in the output. All right, so let's do select star from EMP. Let's do some more where statements. So let's say I'm asking you to show me the names and the salaries of all the managers. So this is a 14-row table, so I can kind of see the managers, but imagine this is a large table. So it's going to be select ename, comma, let's put job, comma, and sal from EMP where job equals manager. Enter. So here you go. You have 3 managers in the table. Give me the name, the job, and the salary from EMP, where specifically where jobs are managers. Now, if I said give me the names and the salaries of all the managers, and I left the job category out, the job column out, all you would have is a bunch of names with a bunch of salaries, and that wouldn't make any sense. So as I said, whatever you use in the where condition, whatever column you use in the where clause, just put it in the syntax. So let's clear screen. Select star from EMP. All right. Show me everybody who works in Department 10. So let's do select star from EMP where department number equals 10. So I didn't ask for just the names and the salaries of people in Department 10. I didn't ask for the names and the job title for Department 10. I just said give me the names. I just said give me everything about the people working in Department 10. Everything means select star because star means all the columns. Now, if I said just give me the names and the salaries of those working in Department 10, I could have said select ename, comma, sal from, and so forth. All right. So now I want you to show me everybody in Department 20. But in this time, let's just get the names. So select ename from EMP where department number equals 20. So even though we don't see department number to prove that they're in Department 20, just for the sake of the example for the training, look what we did. We selected one column only, select ename from EMP where the where condition is Department 20. So these are the only people who work in Department 20. But as I said already, it's good to put department number in the syntax. So let's do that. Give me everybody's name who works in Department 20. Select ename, but it's good practice to put what? Department number from EMP where department number equals 20. So listen to the wording. Show me everybody's name who works in Department 20. Who works in Department 20. Who works in Department 20. The fact that I'm saying Department 20 should let you know you might want to put department number in the syntax of the select statement. So Smith works in 20. Scott works in 20. Notice you don't see any 30s or 10s or anything else because we said where department equals 20. So just pay attention to the syntax. Select column, comma, column from table where. All right. So let's clear the screen. Let's do select star from EMP. All right. So show me everybody who works in Department 10. All right. Select ename. Let's just do show me everybody's job and name and salary. Select ename sal from EMP where department equals 10. It's that simple. Ename salary. All right. Let's clear the screen. Describe EMP. Select star from EMP. Now, I just wanted to show you some of the features SQL has. So whenever you type in a select statement or anytime you type in a statement, SQL always gives you the opportunity to do it on separate lines. So if I said select ename, comma, sal from EMP where job equals 10, invalid number where job equals 10. Department number. Let me hit the up arrow. DEPTNO. So when you see this, let's do a little reverse engineering. When you see this, pretty much you say, okay, somebody selected the name and the salary. That's correct. Select ename and salary from EMP. Now we don't know it's Department 10 because I didn't put it here. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. So if I clear the screen here, I can do select ename, enter, from, in all caps, EMP. Now what this is going to do is what we've been doing already. This was just a basic select statement. Select column name from table name. But when I hit enter, you see the number 2. That's the second line of the syntax. SQL will always give you multiple chances to finish out a select statement. So let's play around with this. Let's do select ename, comma, sal, enter, from EMP, enter, where department number, enter, equals 10, semicolon, enter. So it worked, even though I did it on 4 lines. So the more times you hit enter, you'll see this number. So you might see 5, 6, 7, 8, depending on how long the syntax is for your SQL statement. Now, a question you might be asking is, what if I hit enter twice? So if I do select ename, enter, I can do from EMP. But what if I hit enter again accidentally? You just lost your chance to do that syntax. You have to do it again. That whenever it goes back to the SQL prompt, that means you have to start over. So if I did select ename, comma, sal from EMP, we know that's going to do. It's going to give you 14 rows. It's going to give you the names and the salaries from table EMP. No where clause, meaning we're going to get all the rows, all 14 rows. We didn't restrict rows. No where clause. All right. But if I can put this on 2 lines if I wanted to. I can put this on maybe 5 lines if I wanted to. So I can go select, enter, ename, comma, enter, job, comma, enter, sal, comma, enter, from EMP. Select ename, comma. The problem is I put a comma before the from clause. Remember, the last column does not have a comma. So let me clear the screen and let's do this again just to prove a point. Select ename, enter, comma, job, enter, comma, sal, comma, department number, from EMP. I can hit enter now and it'll still give me one more opportunity to put the semicolon. So let this show you what happens when you continually hit enter. Now if I hit enter now, you're going to get what you expected. Ename, job, sal, department number, 14 rows selected. There was no where clause, so there's no restriction of rows. We're not restricting the rows. We're going to get all rows, but just these column headings. All right. So at any point in time, if you hit enter twice, you're going to be returned to the SQL prompt and you have to start over. So if I do select ename, comma, job, enter, line number 2, I have an opportunity to finish it. Let's say I want to do from EMP. But instead of doing from EMP, I did from and then enter. Now I can still do EMP semicolon, but let's say I hit enter again. It takes you right back to the SQL prompt. So just know whenever you see the numbers pop up next to the SQL statements, that just means those are the different lines that you're entering your syntax. So let's clear the screen. Select star from EMP. I hope you understand the where clause now. And what we're going to do now is we're going to play with the where clause and add other functions to it.